With the Devil Wears Prada sequel approaching and the recent release of the America's Next Top Model docu-series, I've been wondering who was allowed to girl boss too close to the sun. The first Devil Wears Prada came out 20 years ago, and over the 20 years, people have changed their perspective on the story and who the true villain is. Popular opinion points to Andy's boyfriend Nate as the villain rather than Miranda Priestly, the overbearing and stony editor of Runway. Audiences have interpreted Nate's actions in the film as insecure and unsupportive of Andy. In many people's eyes, Nate didn't want Andy to grow, and he didn't take her job seriously. On the other hand, Miranda is seen as an anti-hero, a character with good intentions but a flawed approach in helping others, including Andy. In a video from Illuminati Pop, Olay argues,
I have seen Miranda Priestly framed as a villain, an antagonist, a narcissist, a perfectionist, and so much more. But what I think Miranda was just a powerful woman demonstrating exactly what is required of a woman to obtain and maintain that kind of power. And the kind of unnecessary scrutiny that it comes with, and how people try to project something onto your moral character that they wouldn't do to anybody else.
I love Olay's videos and I find her views on many topics enlightening, but I completely disagree with her in this case. Miranda's willingness to place an unnecessary amount of pressure on her employees and put them through humiliation rituals so that she can maintain her power isn't admirable or justifiable. Even the argument that she was just preparing her employees for the kind of pressure and intensity they could experience elsewhere is hard to believe. She expects the people who work for her to dehumanize themselves, neglect their personal needs, and reach unrealistic expectations. The toxic and anxiety-ridden environment she created wasn't made to push her employees to be their best. It was made to make sure she remains on top because she doesn't believe she can remain successful if she treats her staff fairly. Andy being able to fulfill Miranda's ridiculous demands and leaving the company with her confidence intact is the exception to the rule. Even Emily, who was willing to do anything for Miranda, suffers from a car accident because she was rushing to deliver scarves to the office. The extreme pressure the runway staff are under is bound to lead to dangerous and tragic situations. Miranda expects perfection from people who, no matter how hard they work and how much they sacrifice, can never be perfect. She doesn't care if her assistant is struggling to book a flight for her from Miami during a hurricane, or accidentally slices her hand with a letter opener, or gets hit by a taxi. To Miranda, her employees are supposed to endure anything that is thrown their way. Tyra Banks had the same approach on America's Next Top Model, but she excused her behavior by saying she wanted the best for the young contestants and she wanted them to be prepared for anything that could happen in the modeling industry. Tyra started the show with the intention to support underrepresented models and give them access to opportunities that she had to fight for or was barred from because of her skin color and curvier body shape. While Tyra said she didn't want other models to endure what she went through, she put them through worse on her show under the guise of preparation. The amateur models were expected to be open to changing their facial features, tolerate male models disrespecting their space, put their bodies on the line in dangerous challenges or by starving themselves, and put up with a variety of things completely unrelated to modeling, all without complaining. At the end of all their suffering, most of the models got nothing. There are only a few models from the show who were able to become successful in the industry, so the rest of the women were forced to bear all the humiliation and abuse for viewers' entertainment and for Tyra's ego. While Tyra had one of the most famous reality TV shows ever, she did it at the expense of hundreds of young girls. The public's opinion of Tyra Banks has been negative since 2020 when many people rediscovered Top Model and were shocked by what Tyra put the contestants through. No one sees Tyra as, quote, just a powerful woman demonstrating exactly what is required of a woman to obtain and maintain that kind of power, unquote, or an anti-hero with good intentions but a tough love approach. Miranda Priestly and Tyra Banks are two women who girl boss too close to the sun, but Tyra has been condemned while Miranda has been made into an icon. One could argue that this is because one is a fictional character while the other is a real person, but Miranda is based on a real person, and a wintour. What are your views on Miranda Priestly, Tyra Banks, and how they are regarded by the public?